Welcome to the book club. Today's choice was Superman, the Man of Steel 19, which was this young man's choice right here, Mr. D Runk. And let her rip, D.
Yeah, so first we got the cover here, and really like this cover. Um, Blood on Superman's face. You can see he's really struggling. Only weird thing about it, like Doomsday, his eye looks like he's looking towards the reader. But other than that, like I think it's a really well done cover. Uh, I don't know, I like it a lot. So that's the cover. There's the back cover if you need that. Um, Inside the book, and we've covered this before, but every one of these issues of Death of Superman goes to fewer panels per page. So this one is 2 panels per page. And the last issue left off with Doomsday landing just outside Metropolis. So here's Doomsday. He's at a construction site. He's breaking necks. He's kicking ass. Superman flies in, which I love that panel right there. And he tries to get him out to space. Lois and Cat Grant are all following behind in helicopters, and like a lot of the story is narrated by Lois. And you can see Guardian. He's waking up from a little nap when Cadmus got knocked over. Doomsday breaks free here, kicking him in the old stomach. Doomsday is now hopping about. Superman lands on a the construction site. Here you see Mom and Pa Kent are watching everything on the news, and they're getting kind of worried. Superman's starting to show some battle damage here. Here, in the first issue, these guys in this prison cell were getting captured. Now Doomsday hits it, not to free them, but just because that's what he's doing. And they think that he let him out on purpose, and then Doomsday's like, "Nah, get off me, bro!" And he hits him, fucks him up. That's when Superman pops in. They rupture a gas vein. This dude right here, he's had better days.
I would say so.
Was that the big giant guy, or was that the Rocky guy? I always get confused on that.
Yeah, that's the big gooey giant-looking guy.
I thought that's who it was.
Yeah.
So did all of them get killed? Basically, all the ones that were living on the ground.
Yes.
Oh, they were about to get killed, and Superman showed up. But then this explosion happens. So, yeah, so I'm pretty sure that they're gone now. And it was a big explosion. Here, the Lex Luthor, that is a clone of Lex Luthor with Lex's brain in it, is giving a press conference, and the Matrix Supergirl is like, "Hey, I'm gonna go give him a hand," and she's like, "Cool." Right here, this is a cool panel. Superman's got a hold of him again, and Doomsday just stabs him in the stomach with that razor sharp elbow of his. So Superman's not so happy about that. You can see he's losing a lot of blood, but then Supergirl pops in to handle it, and right here you got Emil Hamilton and Bibbo are getting ready to shoot him with a laser cannon, and then you can see Doomsday just absolutely pop Supergirl in the face. So she's a shapeshifter, and that's why she gets all gooey there.
Yeah.
This isn't your the current Supergirl. And that's what she looks like when she lands. Her eyes are bugging out of her head. She don't feel so good.
Is she dead or?
No, he hit her so hard that she couldn't keep the form. She's used to keeping the Supergirl form.
So will she go back to being Supergirl after this, or?
Yes.
Yeah.
When she recovers her powers a bit.
Okay.
So then
that's her original shape.
What's the name of the character? I know it's she's pretending
Matrix.
Matrix. Okay.
Yep. So then they hit Doomsday with that cannon, trying to buy a little bit of time. They got these little force field belts. You can see the little blue line around them. So Doomsday is now jumping towards them, and he's like, "We better jump." So they jump off the building, hoping that the force field will take care of them, and it did. But then the gas main that ruptured continues to explode, and Superman saves the life of a couple of the people from that Man of Steel 18. I like that panel a lot, by the way. That's
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
that's a yeah. Here you got the Metropolis PD. They're trying to take a stand, and they're all shooting him. He's not stopping. He's throwing cars. He just threw Dan Turpin, and Superman catches his ass, which is
Yeah.
another cool panel. I like that a lot. And now they're big punch, cracks his jaw. Doomsday right back into that wound that he made earlier, cutting him even deeper. So,
Yeah.
and here's where Superman is. He's like, man, it's getting tough. Luther sends in his goons that are flying around little wing gadgets that have laser beams on it, and they're just bombarding them with lasers.
Mhm.
And
I love this one.
yeah, Superman, he's like, hey, your rampage ends here, Doomsday, even if it kills me. And then Metropolis is where I hold the line.
Is that
And
foreshadowing?
it could be, and that's the next issue. So that's where the page ended. Now, so I'll give my ratings here. Dude, I love this cover. I'm going to give it a 4 because I really like it a lot. I don't do a lot of covers above a 3.5, so this one I really liked a lot. So cover is a 4 in my opinion. Interiors, there's so many times where, and I don't really like this artist for Superman, but this issue was really good for him. And there's so many panels where like you look at it and you're like, oh, that's pretty cool. So I'm giving this interior art. I'm also going to give it a 4. Like, I love that panel there of him pushing Doomsday up into the trying to get him off the earth. And there's some panels that I'd say don't look great. Like this one of Doomsday could look better. I'm still giving it a 4 though. Love this panel here. That's just a cool image of Superman in my opinion.
That right there is my favorite panel in the book.
Yeah, no, it's very good. So interior art, I'm giving that a 4. The story, I'll give that a 3. Nothing wrong with the story. I think it's middle of the road, and it's really meant to bring you to the final issue. And you start to see a lot of the final lines of defense for Metropolis and Earth really are starting to collapse. And it sets up why the next issue is really just between Superman and Doomsday.
I mean, they really literally brought out the big guns and they didn't work.
Yeah. And it's getting hairy over there in Metropolis. So overall, I give the issue a 4. One of them greater than the sum of its parts for me. And it's I also enjoy having a quick read, and that one is a quick read. So overall, we're giving that a 4. And then yeah, man, after this, man, I'm gonna hit up my main man TM Nerding.
Yeah. All right. So cover. First glance at this cover, you're like, oh, badass. But then you look at it again, and the issue that I have with this cover is Superman's face. Because the more I look at it, I'm like, it kind of looks like a parody of Superman, like it's something you'd see on Mad Magazine and stuff. And I don't know, it just kind of irked me. I know I love the emotion that's in his face, and I love the face off between them. So it's like I want to give it a higher grade, but I have to give it a 3.75. Because I like it a lot. It's just that one thing, so I can't give it a terrible grade, but I can't give it a 4.
The skin is too protruding.
Yeah,
I think that's
like his chin is like very stretchy.
very chinny.
Um, Interior art a lot better, but like the same issue with Superman's face in some of the panels, but the interior art is like it outweighs the bad because you only get like a close up of his face a few times. Like the further distance he is, it's a lot better. So I will give the interior art a 4.25.
Ooh.
And this was a fun story. It was just a battle between two. We got some reveals that Supergirl isn't who she says she is. We got the battles coming. We got Doomsday again, just knocking everybody down and stuff. And we're leading into the next issue, which is supposed to be the big one. This issue I find like story wise wasn't the strongest, but the art was what made up for that. Like it was like every panel was like almost like a splash page, and it was just visually pleasing. So for the story, sadly, I'll have to give it a 3.25. But overall, I'm gonna give this book a 4 because it like I said, the art inside is what really brought the book together. This was just the story was just not the strongest part of it, but like Dee said, it's leading up to the big issue, which is the next issue in the arc. But like if you like looking through this book, like it's just I would tell everybody, I'd recommend everybody to read this book because it's just some of the best art and splash pages in the book is in this one. Yeah. I will pick Alan.
Melon? Okay. Sure. So yeah, this book was interesting. One of the things that to I read this book as a trade paperback. I read the whole series in one. And I actually think that this story would be best suited that way. I felt like, they really pieced it out, and it was this is one of those ones where it is a quick read. It's so much so that you're like, where's the rest of the book? It's like, where's the rest of the book? It's just really quick. But that doesn't mean it was bad. I actually really enjoyed it. So I think most of the scores that Dee gave, I'm going to probably reiterate. Maybe I'm a little bit harsher on the cover. I think it's a great cover, though, where you get the two main characters face to face on the cover. I do see the chinniness and the little bit of wonkiness of Superman's face, but that kind of makes sense in a weird way because you get this sort of thing where, when people are like, they make weird faces, and that's what's going on there. So I give the cover a 3.5. Interior art I thought was strong. I give it like a 3.75. There was a few panels that I thought were awesome, but there was also some stylistic things that I'm not super keen on. So I'll give it a 3.75. The story for me, there's not much story. This is really, the book that sets up the next book. It is and it ends with the complete, probably by the time that this book came out, everybody knows that Superman's going to die. And this is the book that sets it up, but sets it up with a question. How is Superman going to both, stop this unstoppable force, and how is he going to die in the process? And that's really what this book is setting up. And it's sort of very heavy-handedly says, the buck stops here, and I'm going to fight you to the end. It shows the true nature of Superman, that he's super heroic. He's always thinking about others before himself, and he's going to risk his life to save everybody. So for me, the writing was actually great, but very little. So what can you say? I give the writing like I want to say 3, but I think that's a bit harsh in a way. So I'm going to give it a 3.5. I'm going to actually be a little bit stronger than on the writing. And then overall, it's greater than the sum of its parts. This book is part of a huge legacy, like of the 90s. Like this book is part of that, group of books that led to the death of Superman, led to the death of comics too. But it was like such a major, like historical book. So I'm gonna give it a 4 overall. It's greater than some of its parts, and for the most part, I liked it. So that's it. I'll go with Matt next.
Okay, so one of the things I don't like about this show is when I get a book I really like, and I have to be critical of it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I just want to enjoy them in that sense, and I really enjoyed this book. This actually felt like a very good way to lead to that last little bit. We're at the site of the final battle. This is the stakes, because as it gets closer to Metropolis, as he gets into Metropolis, more people die every second, as opposed to like when he was just grabbing construction workers and rabbits and throwing them in the air, So
we'll never forget. They should have a memorial issue for that little
I
rabbit.
thought about jokingly doing a RIP rabbit Instagram post.
Was it the deer? Wasn't it too that he killed?
Yeah, the
Wasn't it a
deer.
Yes.
But it was the rabbit that he threw, right? So
Yeah.
anyway, where was I at? So because I have to give scores, here we go. Cover. I hated it.
Oh,
I
shit.
hated it so much that I gave it a 4.5.
Oh, okay.
Sarcasm. Okay. No, the cover, whatever you think of with regards to the actual quality of the art, as a concept, with it coming up, the cover is very powerful, and I really liked it because it's literally that last, it's the poster that you get in a wrestling match or a MMA match just before they fight, where it's Matt versus Alan. We are going to fight, like that whole poster thing.
Face to face, where
and it feels like when it first came out and I read it, I got a little bit of chills from the fact that we're getting closer. So I give it a 4.5. I give the interior art a 4 because I find that there were a ton of panels I really liked in there. My favorite being, of course, the one with Superman like that, as I've already said. But there were a lot of great panels in there. And the reason was because of the reduced number of panels in the issue, where each page only had 2, okay, I found that the artist could take the picture and make a better story. I mean, the guy's holding up a bridge right there, for God's sake.
It was pretty cool.
It was a really cool moment. And actually, a lot of the visuals showed parts of the stories that wasn't said in the thought bubbles or the actual conversations that had ended in there. You're knowing, like, for example, that May had that's what they call Matrix as a second name. She got the shit kicked out of her because she unconsciously
Thought she
reverted
was
back to her
Supergirl.
natural form.
Oh.
It's enough to make you think at first she might be dead.
But they never say.
They don't say, well, she's still alive when she's down there because she's got thought bubbles. But the fact is, they don't sit there and say it like, oh no, Matrix has been hurt. The art shows that. And I think that for this book, it was actually the art was a very powerful send-off to what's coming up next. So I give the art a 4. Having said that, there's not a lot that they needed to write in this book. Because literally, we're going from this point A to this point B and we're ready for the big finale. Okay, this is Act 4 or whatever you want to call it of the thing, right? So in terms of actual, like, okay, they're fighting here. This blows up. That does that. This goes here. The only part where the writing is actually involved was when Dublex was talking to the Guardian.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I mean, like, you get to see all that stuff, but there was actually some, exposition there. So that saves the writing, and I'm giving it a 3.75. By the way, I think I really like this book.
Yeah, yeah. Really high score.
And overall, I give it a 4.
All right.
And now I will turn it over to Biggie.
Yes. All right. 12.5, 15.5, 16.25. Hold on 1 second. 5 plus 45, 61.25. Okay. Just to get that out of my way so it ain't bugging me. I believe that's correct.
Looks like it.
All right. So for me, the cover, I don't like it as much as the last cover. Everybody kind of poo-pooed on the last one. I actually like the last one better. Beautiful, beautiful story. It's my favorite story. I think subliminally they do the two people on the cover because it's 2 panels every page. Maybe that has something to do with it. It felt like a deep story because about as much effort and fight Doomsday had to do, it was same for Superman. It's like whenever Doomsday fought Supergirl, Superman fought the monsters underneath. So it's just like Superman's having to fight just as hard as Doomsday. There's so much nostalgia. I love the city skyline behind Superman and some of them panels. I love the bones going into him and the black blood. When you're reading this the first time, you're like, black blood, what is that? And I like the splatted monster. I like the scene where he catches the guy. It's just classic, all classic nostalgia. It brings you back to the 90s when you first read it. And I've read this book over and over and over and over. I had to trade, just like Alan said, and it was probably my favorite, and it still is. I haven't read a 5-book series, 7-book series that I've enjoyed as much as this one. I don't even know who did the cover or the insides, but if I had a weak point, it'd be the cover. So I'm gonna give the cover a 3. It's not dynamic to me. It just ain't. The inside art, I'm gonna go 4.25. Side art for me hit real good. Story, I think the story was great. About as good. It's like he's getting to Metropolis now. It's time. All of the people, they ain't even superheroes. It's just like Lois is, like Dee said, the storyline was from Lois at parts of it. She's very important to Superman. The cops showing up, they got his back, and Superman's there picking up the pieces. You didn't like it when the construction guy's head, that's another classic nostalgia, the guy's head getting twisted. Like there's so much stuff that's just vivid memories. You don't forget these panels. You just don't. For me, at least. I don't know. I'm sure
there's going to be an inspection by the Workmen's Compensation Board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
For story, I'm going to go 4.25. See, I don't feel comfortable giving the cover like a 4 because I think I might give the next one a 5, and it's not as close to me. It's nowhere near it.
Oh yeah, the next one's the best cover. Next, like the Death of Superman covers, like one of the iconic covers in comics.
Yeah, to me it is. It's getting a 5. I'll just say it now. But for overall, I'm gonna go 4.25. I don't think the cover was bad. I think it does get you excited. It just wasn't as dynamic as some of the previous ones to me. So overall, great book, great lead up. It's Superman doing Superman stuff. You just wondered what's it take to kill a Superman? What's it take to kill Doomsday? At that time, it felt like the end of the world. Doomsday is going to kill everybody.
Mhm.
Superman's got to stop him. Like if Superman can't, we're screwed. So all of that coming together and getting to this ending point is going to be great. And all y'all can talk now. What we got to say about it?
One thing that I enjoy in any comic is when they do something that, that the reader is thinking, why doesn't Superman just do this? And when Superman tried to take Doomsday to space, I was like, oh, finally, he's doing something that, that's like, why did he think of this earlier? Bring him to space, just get him out of the, maybe they could fight on the moon or just get him off the planet altogether. But it showed that they thought of that, and how Doomsday just didn't let him. I thought that was really cool. That was one part I thought should be mentioned.
So Matt scored it the highest. I scored it the second highest. TM scored it third. Oh, hold on. Yes, he went third. D went fourth. Yeah, D went fourth on his own pick, which is kind of modest.
You're brutal.
This book ended up 11th overall at 77%.
Wow,
What's above it?
good.
What's
Hey,
that?
Biggie, I think you rated it the highest
Justice
overall.
League. So, excuse me. Justice League of America was above it, as was FF52, Journey into Mystery, Detective 27, Flash 123, Man of Steel 18.
No, Matt did by 0.5. I went 15.75. He went 16.25.
Oh, I just meant the overall score, like the last, like the
Oh,
4
oh,
points.
Yeah, I probably
Yeah.
did. On the cover, if the cover would have got like a 4 for me, it would have been top 10 probably. So I gave it a 3. It's better than average, but to me, it's not. I mean, you look at the other, almost every cover is better than this in my mind. So.
Well, this is still a good, well-respected book, I'd say.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, when you guys think about it, Hunter Prey, Man of Steel 18, Justice League America 69, and Superman Man of Steel 19 are all in the top 11.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
four books basically with Doomsday are in the top.
Well, it's definitely going to be Superman 75 is going to be next in the top
I'm
11
sure
for
it
sure.
will.
Yeah,
I think it'll
especially when
be.
Biggie's already like, yeah, I'm giving it a 5. The cover's a 5.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm
it's
sure
true,
there's
it's
going to be
true.
a lot of high scores for at least
Yeah.
the cover.
It might be the best single issue book of the 90s
Yes.
to me.
And the most, probably one of the most talked about too.
Mhm. The impact it had, I'm sorry, it had bigger impact than Batman's back being broken, because Batman wasn't killed and he was still in a position. Sure, they had the guy taking over, but
Azrael.
the fact is Batman was still alive and he was trying to get better. So
Yeah.
and he still had his mind, right? So
I think it's
My-
Alan's turn.
Yeah. I already picked my book. I got my book ready.
Okay, hold on. I'll make you big. Yep, that's the one. Let's make Alan big. What you got for us, Alan?
So I don't actually have my copy yet. It's actually, I think it's in Toronto. I might be picking it up on Monday, strangely enough. But it's a book called Underworld #3. And it's a book that is kind of probably the most infamous comic of all time. It has the most horrific story ever told in comics. So, and it's a
Even
true
worse.
story. That's the crazy part.
even worse than
Sometimes-
the woman who killed her husband and keeps him on the couch for like 20 years.
No, it's not. It's worse than that. So,
Oh wow.
so yeah, so it's a pretty crazy story. Might be a little bit extreme, but it's one that I kind of thought would be a cool one. Kind of showcases a little bit of why the Golden Age was so infamous or considered to be the Wild West, and why Wortham had a real hatred for crime comics. So this is Underworld Crime number 3. It is it is going to be a bit much, but it should be an interesting one. So yeah.
All right. Shit, I lost my mic. So we did Triple Keys this week. Are we waiting until Friday? You'll tell us in the back what our next one is.
Yeah, I'll tell
All
you that.
We'll go around the horn. What you got coming up, Matt?
Let's see. Friday, I'm on Alan's show. Sunday is the Superman show, which I haven't picked a topic yet. The topic will be based on who I get to come on the show with me. I've got a couple feelers out, so we'll see who comes, and then the topic will be picked. But there will be a Superman show this weekend. And next Tuesday, I have Terry from England, the Dead Man Comics, coming on my show.
Nice.
Cool. Alan?
I have another interview happening on Saturday with one of the guys that I met at the con. And then tomorrow's episode of my unboxing is probably one of the better episodes. It's where I unveil my Frankenstein collection. It's just a really great collection, and I go into some lemon trees on it, and it's a pretty cool episode. So that's tomorrow in my unboxing. And then Monday, I do the Monday special, but it's an extra special because I'm not there. So it's going to be Steven doing the majority of the special. I'll just be behind the scenes, and he'll be showing books because I'll be out of town. So,
Yeah, looking forward to that. Big TM?
I will be going live this Friday before Collector Club. I got a package coming in, doing an unboxing of that. I have a few packages coming, one from Sugar Skulls, one from Jigs, so keep an eye out for those, because the Jigs one's going to be crazy because it's like 5 slabs and 4 comics that I got for $40 a while back. He had to wait to send it for Canada Post to be off strike. So he should be shipping that out this week. Then next, we'll be doing Hot 5 Commandments tomorrow. Definitely tune in for that one. Big week for a lot of news, especially coming out from X-Men 97, but a lot coming out from New York Comic Con. So we'll be talking a lot about some good key comics that you guys should be on the lookout for. And then next week, I will have Big Nasty Comics on for chatting with the comic community.
oh wow,
Cool. Big D?
Oh, shout out to Patel Philippi. Hit you up with a super chat a little bit ago. We missed that earlier.
Oh,
Man, I'll be on the wrestling show tomorrow. Sweet Chin Music. I might be available this Friday, so we'll see what happens. And if not, then I'll see y'all next week on this show.
Heck yeah, D. Shout outs to the wrestling show will be on Sweet Chin Music, and shout outs to Patel. Sorry I missed it earlier. I guess I was keeping score and I just did not see it, but let's drop a leg for Patel. Very generous of you today. It's a 3rd or 4th super chat I got from you, so thank you, sir.
Big Biggie. Biggie. Biggie.
So he says, Large Shack, what is more likely to happen? Matt does an entire week of Batman content, or Alan does an entire wall of Silver Age slabs for once? What's more likely? Probably Alan doing Silver Age slabs on his wall, I would say.
Yeah.
But
The irony is, I actually have a couple of Batman videos in the process of being researched.
well, one's been done before and the other hasn't. I've seen Alan put Silver Age on his wall a few times.
Mhm.
I haven't seen Matt do pure Batman for a week, but you never know.
Alan and I had the pleasure of meeting Patel in person on Sunday. That
Yeah.
just passed.
Oh, nice.
And
Did he pull
very
up in the
generous-
Lambo? Did y'all see the Lambo?
Yeah, I've seen the Lambo.
I didn't see the Lambo, but he did pull up in a Lambo.
He
Yes,
did
and
pull up in a
sent me-
Lambo.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
he sent me a picture of it. It's a
Oh my
very nice
God.
looking car. But he was very generous to bring. He brought Alan and I some books.
Yeah,
So,
he gave us some free books. I'll be showing those on Friday.
as will
Oh
I.
shit. All right, cool, man. What was I gonna say? Book Collector Club Friday, main event, Allen versus TM. And I didn't know if you knew this, Alan, but TM called you out. We're gonna be doing some promo on it. Like last week, he called it.
Okay.
And it's all the power's in your hand, though, Alan. You do what you want. You're the champ.
So I can pick the categories, right? So
Yeah,
I'm gonna
you
pick
do.
all
I'm gonna give
Golden
you-
Rouge.
Yep. I mean, if that's what
Big
you
Bro.
want,
I'm not joking. I'm not sure. Well, I'll pick something that's reasonable.
that's cool, man. You do what
By
you
the
want.
way, the Golden Age has been renamed. It's now the period from 2000 to 2050.
Yeah, I'd be screwed.
Then a tag match with me and Bleeker versus Chaco and Big Nasty, which will be fun.
Nice.
And everybody else can hang out and judge, and we'll show some books later. But we're gonna have 2 singles matches. And tomorrow, like TM said, we're gonna do the Hot 5 Commandments with Bleeker's going to put in some picks of his own because he's been itching to get some spec out. So we're gonna do that. And yeah, catch me on 2 to 4 and my little stream a day kind of deal. And I'll be doing a review on Swaggle House soon because I'm bringing back the channel reviews, and that's it. So cool, man. Looking forward to everybody's content. Thank you guys very much for coming and reviewing this book. Next week, Underground Crimes.
Underworld Crime 3.
Underworld Crime 3. All right.
Yeah.
And we'll be reviewing that next week. So appreciate y'all for watching. Thanks again to Patel. Hashtag enjoy.
Biggie. Biggie.